There are more than 1,800 named cheeses in the world. Most people only know 5 or 6. By the end of this video, you'll recognize every major type of cheese you'll ever find at a grocery store, a wine bar, or a restaurant menu. And you'll understand why one cheese is soft and white while another is hard and crystallized after years of aging. We're going to organize them not by country but by how they're made. Because once you understand the method, every cheese in the world starts to make sense. Let's begin with the simplest ones. We start in southern Italy, where buffaloes, yes, water buffaloes, have been producing milk for cheese since at least the 12th century. Mozzarella is made by warming the curd until it becomes elastic, then stretching and folding it until it forms a smooth, glossy ball. This technique is called pasta filata, which simply means spun paste. True mozzarella di bufala is creamy, slightly tangy, and so fresh it weeps when you cut it. Most mozzarella sold around the world today is made from cow's milk, which is milder and firmer, perfect for pizza, but a completely different experience from the buffalo original. Eat it the day you buy it. Mozzarella does not age. Ricotta is the cheese that was never supposed to be a cheese. The name literally means recooked. It's made from the leftover whey of mozzarella or other cheeses, the liquid most cheesemakers would have thrown away. By heating that whey again with a little acid, the remaining proteins coagulate into soft, fluffy curds. The result is mild, slightly sweet, and almost cloud-like in texture. Real Italian ricotta is light and delicate. The American supermarket version tends to be denser and saltier. Use it in lasagna, in cannoli, on toast with honey, anywhere you want gentleness. Cottage cheese is fresh, lumpy, and unmistakably American, though versions of it exist across Northern Europe. It's made by curdling skim or low-fat milk, then cutting the curds into small pieces and washing them, which removes most of the acidity. A little cream is added back at the end, which is why cottage cheese tastes so mild and slightly sweet. It became a fitness staple in the United States in the 20th century because it's high in protein and very low in fat. The texture divides people. You either love the cool squeaky bite of the curds or you don't. Cream cheese was invented in New York State in 1872 when a dairy farmer added cream to the milk before culturing it, creating something richer than anything Europe had produced. By 1880, it was being sold under the name Philadelphia, chosen because Philadelphia at the time was the American symbol of quality dairy. Cream cheese is smooth, dense, slightly tangy, and meant to be spread. Without it, modern cheesecake, the kind with the dense, creamy filling, simply wouldn't exist. Neither would the bagel as we know it. Feta is the oldest cheese still being made the same way it was 3,000 years ago. It's traditionally made from sheep's milk, sometimes with a little goat's milk added, and it's cured in brine, which is why it's salty, tangy, and crumbly. Since 2002, the European Union has protected the name feta under designation of origin, meaning only cheese produced in specific regions of Greece using traditional methods can legally be called feta within Europe. Outside of Greece, the rules are looser, and you'll find cow's milk versions sold under the same name. But they don't taste the same. Real feta has a sharpness that lifts a Greek salad from a side dish into the main event. If you've made it this far, you already know more about cheese than 90% of people who buy it every week. Let's keep going. Brie comes from the region just east of Paris, and it's been served at French royal tables since the 8th century. The white velvety rind is not flour or coating, and it's a living mold called Penicillium camemberti, Penicillium camembert. As the cheese ages, this mold breaks down the proteins inside the wheel from the outside in, which is why brie gets softer and more flowing the older it gets. A young brie is firm and mild. A perfectly ripe brie at room temperature is almost liquid in the center, with a deep mushroomy buttery flavor. The rind is completely edible. Eating brie without the rind is like eating bread without the crust. You're missing half the cheese. Camembert is brie's louder, smaller cousin from Normandy, in northwestern France. The two cheeses look almost identical, but camembert is made in smaller wheels, usually around 250 grams, which means more rind in proportion to the inside, and a much stronger flavor. Where brie is buttery and refined, camembert is rustic, earthy, almost barnyard. The original camembert de Normandie is still made from raw, unpasteurized cow's milk and shipped in those iconic round wooden boxes. If you've only ever had pasteurized supermarket camembert, you've never really had camembert. Munster is one of the strongest smelling cheeses in the world and one of the most misunderstood. It's made in the Alsace region of eastern France, where for centuries the wheels have been washed every few days with brine during aging. That brine encourages the growth of a bacterium called Brevibacterium linens, which produces both the bright orange rind and the famous powerful aroma. Here's the surprise. Despite the smell, the taste of Munster is actually mild, creamy, and slightly tangy. The nose is a wall. The flavor is gentle. Don't be afraid of it. Taleggio comes from the alpine valleys of Lombardy in northern Italy. Like Munster, it's a washed rind cheese, but the Italian approach is more restrained. The rind is orange and pungent. The inside is buttery, fruity, and surprisingly mellow. Taleggio is one of the oldest soft cheeses still being made. Written references to it date back to the 10th century when it was traded for spices and salt. Each combination produces a different cheese. Every one of the 1,800 named cheeses in the world is just a different answer to those same few questions. Now, when you walk into a cheese shop, you won't see a wall of mystery anymore. You'll see a map